Joe Bruin did not break into any EA Sports facilities to bring you this information. These predictions are all hypotheticals and speculation.
About a week has passed since we made our last Easter egg prediction video. I'm sure none of our premature predictions are going to change at all.
Wrong.
That is absolutely
wrong.
Proved over and over again.
Wrong.
My team of analysis at the Joe Bruin headquarters have been working day in and day out, 7 days a week, to bring you the most up-to-date information, predictions, and theories when it comes to your Madden 22 Easter eggs. We have no time to waste. Let's hop into the video. So the goal of this video is going to be very simple. We're going to go through again every single egg and give a prediction for what I think is going to be in it. But we're also going to go through and I'm going to talk about whether I think it's worth it to quick sell and kind of use that candy for, of course, either coins, players, or eggs, or whether I think you should keep that egg. But before we actually get into the exact predictions, we're going to go over a little bit. I'm going to call it a theory, conspiracy theory, when it comes down to the eggs and the art on the actual eggs, because the art really means everything. The hints, the colors of the egg is going to tell us which program, the design of the egg is going to tell us which program, the color, which team, and all that sort of stuff. So this kind of came into light, kind of came up with it, I would say like Monday, I think it was Monday, Tuesday night. It all has to revolve around the candy in front of the egg, and it kind of came into my head really due to the combine / free agent egg and how it is a dual program egg. And there's candy in front of it. And what I kind of just assumed or thought about was, hey, what if the candy in front of the egg means multiple cards in the eggs? Now, there's some eggs, of course, and we're really going to be talking about large and extra large eggs in this kind of topic, but there's some eggs, of course, that have candies in front of them. There's some eggs that just have zero candy in front of them. The ones that have zero candy in front of them, for example, the red egg, the ultimate legend egg, those eggs I think just have one card. A lot of the large common eggs have one card in them, while there's some eggs like the redux egg, the extra large redux egg, you have the Deion egg, and you have the combine / free agent egg that have candy in front of them. And I think they either have to do with having multiple cards in that actual egg or maybe a fantasy pack involved with that egg. Hopefully you guys understand that theory when I talk about multiple pieces of candy in front of the egg, meaning multiple cards. But hopping into the first prediction of you would say the Madden, and we're going to stick with the kind of family basis for the first few eggs, but the Madden machine family, probably the most obvious. What is the card about being a Madden machine program card? Of course, small, medium, and large eggs for this family. We're going to talk individually about each and every card. So starting off with the small and the medium eggs, I do think these are worth keeping. Another thing to note, and I'll throw the tweet up on the screen, but every single small, medium, and large egg can actually hatch into an extravagant egg Easter morning. So it's something to note in terms of more like kind of upside of each egg that's not an extravagant egg. They actually can still kind of hatch into extravagant eggs. But starting off with the small and the medium Madden machine eggs, I think are worth keeping just because they have very little value. You're probably going to be an 88 plus Madden machine reroll and a 92 plus Madden machine reroll, where if you pull an 88 or you pull a 92 in each of the respective rerolls, you're really not going to be gaining or not going to be losing like too much value, but you have that upside. You have that chance to pull a 96 overall Madden machine, and if you do, you only got to pull like one, like one every like 10 or so, and that egg is going to turn out to be a W. While on the other hand, the large egg, it's probably one of the most eggs I am willing to quick sell, and the reason being, okay, it's a 16,000 quick sell egg. The value of that egg is about 100,000 coins. Now the problem is, the egg I see in my eyes, it has no upside. It's not going to be a 98 champion egg because a 98 overall quick sells for about 35,000 candy. That's like almost double. It's more than double what the egg actually quick sells for. The other thing is it can't really be two 96 overall Madden machines because again, that would be over 36,000 worth of candy in just one common large egg. The only realistic theory when it comes down to the Madden machine large egg is simply one 96 overall Madden machine player. And if we know what a 96 overall goes for right now, about 115 to 120k, and that is pre-market crash. Okay, the trading market is going to go down from about 3.2, probably to under 2 per, which easily puts a 96 Madden machine player around like 75, 77k, and that's not even including tax. I just can't see the best case scenario for the Madden machine egg is it somehow gives out like 2 92 plus or 3 92 plus packs. I just don't even know if that is coded into existence in Madden 22. I think it's pretty easy to tell it's a 96 Madden machine player, and I just don't see any upside in that egg. While in the small and the medium egg, pulling that 96 overall would be a huge W, but you can't pull anything higher than 96 overall in that large egg, so I'm willing to quick sell it, but the other two I'm holding on to. The predictions for a lot of the large common eggs moving forward in this kind of Madden family section is going to be a lot of the same, so I'm not going to ramble on too much, but the legend family is not going to change prediction wise. We're pretty sure it is a legend theme egg. If I can kind of show the detail in the yellow kind of flare, the yellow sprinkles, like the gold sprinkles onto the egg, the blue and yellow, pretty much means it's going to be a legend egg. And again, a lot of the same things when it comes to the small, medium, and large eggs. My predictions for the small, an 89 plus full legend, a medium, a 92 plus full legend, and a 94 plus full legend for the common large egg. Again, I'm going to say this, I like keeping the small, I like keeping the medium egg, whereas the large egg, the highest overall legend you could actually pull is a 96 overall, and a 96 overall, I think the most valuable 96 legend is Brian Dawkins, but that's sure to come down and crash. So again, an egg valued at about 100,000 coins. The 96 overall, most of the 96 legends are going to be training discard, which again is going to be 75 and 80k. So legend, while there is more of a possibility, a little bit more upside, I guess, because there are like a lot of more different, they're not basically training discard a lot of the guys like Von Miller, Marshawn Lattimore, Russell Wilson. I'd say the legend egg isn't below the Madden machine, but it's definitely one of them I'd be considering quick selling. I just don't see a lot of upside, whereas the small and the medium, an 89 plus and 92 plus, if you pull one of those higher overalls, it's a huge W. Moving on now to one of the more complicated families, we have got the combine and the free agent, and I'm going to again zoom in on the large common egg with the candy in front, and you're going to notice the arrows pointing up and the four kind of lines in a square design. That's going to stand for the free agent program, and the arrows pointing up are going to stand for the combine program. So what does that mean? I think now the small and the medium, I don't know how this is going to work because there's no candy in front, so maybe you're just going to be able to choose one, or it's going to be something along those lines. Again, I like the small, I like the medium, I like holding on. Really, all the small and medium eggs in this video, you're going to understand, I like holding on to, because if they just hatch one every like 100 hatches into an extravagant, it's going to make up for the value of you pulling a small and a medium egg. But the large one, I'm actually liking to keep this egg, one of the more large common eggs I like keeping, and it's because of the candy in front. I think we could see really a 92 plus combine / 92 plus free agent, like a dual egg, whereas the medium and small, you probably get to choose one, but the large egg, I think we get like a dual player, so two 92 plus players being combine / free agent, or we might be able to get a 94 combine player and a 95 free agent. That is not like completely out of the possibilities, because the candy value of a 94 and a 95 is about 25,000 candy, so it's not like insanely above 16k, but it's a margin that isn't unrealistic, is what I'm trying to say. So actually, all three of these eggs I do like keeping, so let's move on to the next group. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Sugar Rush / Wild Card Wednesday family, and without a shadow of a doubt, I can basically confirm that these eggs are going to be Wild Card Wednesday eggs. Why do I say that? Well, if you actually zoom into the top of the large common eggs, you'll kind of see this bedazzled, dotted, like not polka dotted, but bedazzled kind of gold design. That is exactly the same as the Rising Star card design. And if you actually look towards the bottom of the egg and kind of the pink purplish area, you'll see lines almost like, I can't remember, basically like on a map, longitude, latitude. You'll see lines. That is going to be exactly the same design as a flashback card. So I can pretty much guarantee like 99.99% that these are Wildcard Wednesday eggs. But let's hop in now, kind of talk about what I think value-wise, again, small, medium, I'd love keeping. I'm saying 88 plus overall Wildcard Wednesday pack, or actually 87 plus Wildcard Wednesday pack. That's the lowest overall Wildcard Wednesday cards, of course, flashback, heavyweights, veterans, rising stars. And in the medium, I have being kind of a 92 plus, although this could be like multiple, I guess, 87 overalls, but I'm going to stick with kind of a 91, 92 overall Wildcard Wednesday pack. But the large one, and this is where I just see no upside in this egg at all. So the highest overall card you can pull in a Wildcard Wednesday, let's say, I'm going to say 95 plus, because the 95 overall plus kind of pack equals a 16k candy value, like almost to a T. I want to say it's like 17 or 18,000. If you actually look, there's a bunch of 95 overall Wildcard Wednesday packs in the store right now. They equal, I'm pretty sure, 37,000 training, which is also 37,000 training is basically like really close to 16,000 candy. It's like right on the dot. I don't have the exact number. The problem with this being is everyone is going to be opening these eggs, and it means pretty much every single card in all of the Wildcard Wednesday packs are going to turn into training discard. And well, the 97 overall is the most expensive player, probably being Joey Galloway. He can't. What I'm trying to say is the 97 overalls you can pull Wes Welker, Asante Samuel Jr., Joey Galloway. The most they can be realistically is like 100, and I mean, training for 97 is like 160k right now. That's gonna crash. That's gonna be like 100, 115k. And we're looking at the egg right now. It's got a value, a quick sell value of 100,000 coins, like candy, converting candy into those coins. About 100,000 coin egg. And there's only four, or there's I think five, no, there's 4 97 overalls you can pull. So there's 497s that you're going to be making technically a profit on, and the rest of the cards, you're going to be taking an L, unless it's somehow like you're going to be able to get multiple 95 plus, but again, I just don't think it adds up in terms of the value of the egg. So again, like the Madden Machine egg, and kind of like the Legend egg, if there's an egg to quick sell, it's going to be the Wildcard Wednesday large egg, but I do love keeping the small and the medium egg. And going back to back on kind of the new theories with these eggs. So this was the mystery family last week. I was saying maybe it'd be some sort of elite player plus pack. Our opinion has changed on that because we've done a little bit more research, and at the top of the very egg, I will zoom in on it. You can kind of see this circular design with a little bit of a teal block, and that circular design is going to identically represent the Super Bowl promo. It also represents the Super Bowl colors being kind of a red, blue, and purple design on the Super Bowl players. So it's very self-explanatory. It's going to be a Super Bowl egg. The predictions is going to be a lot of the same as the other kind of families, an 88 plus pack, a 90 or 92 plus pack, and then possibly a 95 overall Super Bowl player, since there are no 94s, but there are 95 overall Super Bowl heroes. And again, when it comes down to if I want a quick sell or hold, small, medium, going to be holding. The largest, I just can't see it. 295's a little bit over the budget. I want to say it's around the 28 to 29k, and again, that's kind of double the value. It'd be a great egg if you got 295 overall pluses or 295 overall Super Bowl players. I'm kind of just sticking with the large eggs being very conservative, being a 95 overall, and this might be, if it's only one 95 overall Super Bowl hero, it will be technically the worst egg in terms of value. There is a slight chance I could see it being a 97 overall Super Bowl hero, being Aaron Donald or Joe Mixon. That's like slight upside. So I say you can hold on to this egg, because if it is Aaron Donald, if it is Joe Mixon, that's a great egg. You'll definitely return the value on that being a 97 overall. But if it ends up being a 95, you're going to be losing quite a lot of coins simply because it's a 100,000 coin egg, and a 95 overall probably going to be going for what? The 50k range Sunday morning. So I will say I'm probably going to be holding on to this egg just because I don't want to quick sell it and being a Joe Mixon or an Aaron Donald. But it is one of those eggs where it's like probably 4th or 5th down the line. I would quick sell if I need some candy. And finally, man, we're on to some eggs that I actually want to keep, all of them. I mean, I'm going to spoil it. I love these eggs. The Redux eggs, of course, pretty obvious. They spell out Redux on all 3 of the eggs. And I'm going to tell you right away, I love keeping these eggs. These might be the best. These might be probably my favorite eggs. I mean, well, I love the extra large extravagance, the 62k eggs, because well, they're going to probably be 99 overalls. These are the eggs, like the medium, the large, and kind of the extra large rare, that I just think have so much upside. So go into kind of the data and the stats of the medium, the large, and the extra large. You'll notice the extra large has candy in front of it. So my theory has actually changed. I think the large egg is a 95 plus Redux, while the extra large extravagant egg with the candy in front of it is just 295 overall Redux, because it basically equals out 16,000, 30,000. It's basically double the value of the large Redux egg. The medium one probably being just a normal 88 plus, where it can contain any type of Redux in it, but of course there's barely any 88 overall or 89 overall Redux cards, so it's probably more of like a 91, 92 plus Redux. But the reason why I love these eggs so much is it's like, I would say, the team builder sets. It's been a way we made coins pretty much through the entire year, and the reason being there were 64 options for each team builder set. Well, the Redux players, unlike Madden machines, unlike I'd say Super Bowl heroes, those eggs are just all used for sets. They're all used for training. While Redux players, their values come for their individual card, and there are tons. And I mean, there are like 2597s, 2596s, 2595s. There are just so many different types of cards where each individual card cannot get flooded onto the market, making it training discard. For example, you're not going to see Jamar Chase 97 be a 97 discard price. You're not going to see OBJ. You're not going to see Micah Parsons, Devontae Adams, Evan Ingram, Kyle Pitts now, with him getting a Sugar Rush card. There's going to be so many Reduxes. There's also a lot of Redux cards that are involved with other programs. But the Combine cards, you have Byron Jones, JJ Watt, Julio Jones. Their Combine champions are going to be crashing because of the Combine egg, which gives their Redux egg or the Redux card still a lot of value. A lot of people are going to power up those cards. They're going to need Redux Byron Jones, Redux Julio, Redux JJ Watt. I just think the Redux eggs have so much versatility. Like, they have so many options in each overall. I mean, there's over 100 Redux players you can pull, whereas the Madden machines, they're all basically nameless cards. They're going to be training this card used for Madden machine sets or training. Well, as the Redux eggs, I just think there's endless potential for these eggs. Moving on to the extravagant eggs, starting with the Chris Westry egg. Now, the prediction when it comes to kind of the clues, giving off the compass pointing west, the number 30 in the background of the egg, the purple. Chris Westry. He also was involved in the Robert Hunt kind of out of position. We'll get into that, but he was involved within that play. I'll throw a picture up on the screen. But Chris Westry, the only thing about this egg that confuses me is the candy in front. I don't know how this applies to multiple cards in the egg. Maybe the egg, the candy theory doesn't revolve around kind of the 21k candy eggs. Now, when it comes to quick selling this egg, I'm not quick selling it for the simple fact that it is an extravagant egg, so it's a lot harder to pull. It's an extravagant, it's just a lot harder to pull rather than a common egg. Like, even it's probably as rare to pull. It's more rare to pull than the Ultimate Legend egg and the extravagant Redux egg. So it has like, it's a rare egg. I just don't like quick selling it. 21k is only worth 127k in coins. While we're kind of getting a perception of value. Like, we're probably going to get a 97 overall Chris Westry. We're 97 overalls at trading discard again are going to go for around that like kind of 105, 110k range at trading value. So there's pretty much like, if it ends up being a 96 Chris Westry, yes, it'll probably lose like 10 to 15k in value. But it has a slight chance for it to be like a golden ticket dev card and be 99 overall. Even a 98 Chris Westry will turn the value. So I'm holding on to this egg. Chris Westry, by the way, is going to be an amazing player. 6'4", probably going to have 98, 99 speed. His, I think, 64 overall silver card had 86 speed, just stock. So this card is going to be 6'4", 98, 99 speed. I'm telling you, this is one of the eggs where I just don't think you're going to win it. You're going to regret if you quick sell. Could end up being a 99 dev golden ticket, although that's probably like a 5% chance, but the 5% chance that I'm willing to take because there's not a lot of kind of downside with just holding on to this egg. The Michigan Man, the Heisman egg, is going to be up next. The theory revolving around this egg has not changed one bit. Of course, the bunny kind of in a statue form representing the Heisman Trophy winner. The yellow, the blue kind of slash mark representing Michigan Wolverines, kind of the claw marks, and then the black egg in the background representing the Oakland Raiders. I like Charles Woodson to somewhat be involved with this egg again. A 227k coin value, 21k candy egg. Again, the kind of theory where it comes down to candy, I don't really know. Maybe we get a 97 wide receiver Charles Woodson, a 97 free safety Charles Woodson, or maybe a 95 wide receiver Charles Woodson, 95 free safety Charles Woodson. Again, this is just not one of those eggs where it's just worth it to quick sell. You're only getting back 21k candy, 125k worth of coins, where this egg, I think, at worst is, again, a 97 overall, some type of Charles Woodson, and it has the upside to be a 98 or 99 overall that will return a little bit more profit than quick selling the egg. The last 21.2k candy egg is going to be what we like to call the out of position egg, more specifically the Robert Hunt egg, kind of as a ode again to the Robert Hunt when he turned upside down on Thursday Night Football, catching kind of an errant pass from, was it Tua or was it Jacoby Brissett in the game at the time? But that's not a diss to Tua. I just actually think Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback for that game. But Robert Hunt, gonna be the guess. Again, the candy for the egg. Now, Robert Hunt has multiple cards in the game, so we can maybe see you getting an 87 Robert Hunt, an 88 Robert Hunt, a 91 Robert Hunt, and maybe a 95 overall running back Robert Hunt. That's kind of my theory when it comes to what this egg is going to be about. Again, I just don't think it's one of these eggs you're going to want to quick sell because you're just not getting enough candy back. You're not getting enough value back, where I think at minimum you get either, I'd say, 3 or 4 Robert Hunt cards or a 97 overall Robert Hunt that will return most of the value for the egg being a 127k value, 21k candy egg. Let's move on to the bigger, the extravagant eggs. Man, I hate to bore you guys, but this is another egg that really is not going to change in terms of theory, in terms of prediction. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. 37k candy, a 226k coin value. I like it being a full Ultimate Legend pack. I will say though, with this egg, if we don't get good Ultimate Legend set guys, and I don't know if the LTD, because the LTD is going to be in pack Sunday. I don't know if you're going to be able to pull the LTD in this pack through the egg. If the set guys are not that good and you can't pull the LTD on Sunday, this egg doesn't have a lot of upside because the most expensive card you pull right now is 300k. And of course, that 300k Ultimate Legend being Randy Moss, Mike Haynes, that's surely going to go down into the low 200s. So hopefully, I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, praying we get some really good set guys this weekend, maybe some 99 overall set Ultimate Legends. And again, hopefully we get an LTD or the chance to pull an LTD on Sunday. The other thing you can do with this egg, I think you should be able to hold the egg kind of in your packs until next weekend or the following weekend, following Easter weekend, and you should be able to pull the new set guys of wherever set guys they put into the game. You should be able to pull them in this pack. This egg though doesn't have a ton of upside, but again, I just don't think it's worth it to. I don't think it's worth it to quick sell. It has a lot of value, 225k. I mean, there's only a few Ultimate Legends that go for more than that. I just think if the chance to pull the Ultimate Legend in this egg is available and we get 99 overall set Ultimate Legends, but I think it's a 50-50 chance with kind of being the last LTD week, I could see them kind of doing an overall bump as we go into Easter weekend, go into draft next week. Could get 99 overall kind of champion set cards. I just don't think this egg is worth quick selling, but I wouldn't blame you if you quick sell it, because there's probably going to be 3 or 4 Ultimate Legends that actually go for more than that 220k value right now. Deion Sanders, the prime time egg, is up next. Beefy, man. 44k candy, a 268k value. The overall kind of value of this egg being a 98, 99 overall card. It does have candy in front, of course. If you're curious about the clues on the egg, the clock pointing to 8 o'clock, prime time, Deion Sanders. The blue also in the background being Cowboys blue. There's also is a shade of kind of silver slash, I'd say silver slash white, kind of around the egg, giving that kind of blue and silver tone, the Cowboys colors. But again, the prediction is going to be the same. I think a 98 overall, GG2 Deion Sanders is basically guaranteed to be in the egg. I do think, though, we could be seeing the 95 overall wide receiver Deion also involved the egg to kind of fit that candy theory of multiple cards in the egg, which in that case, it would kind of give the value back to the egg being 268k. I know 98 Deion Sanders right now goes for about 320, and 98 overall quick sell wise is going to be training on Easter morning, probably going to be around that kind of, I'd say 150 to 175k range, might be a little bit more. You gotta understand, Deion Sanders is still a very good card. This egg is very rare, so there's not gonna be, Deion Sanders probably not gonna be training. He'll be training early on, right? He'll be training on the first 20 minutes, but once the kind of dust settles, I don't think Deion will kind of stay at that 150k price. I think he goes for probably 225. So if it's just GG2 Deion, it's probably gonna be an L egg. But if it's GG2 Deion and it's 95 overall wide receiver Deion, and maybe even the throw in the 94 Harvest Deion, you'd be looking at kind of a small profit on this egg. But this is kind of a boring egg because we kind of know what is involved. Who knows, man? Maybe throw in a 98 overall wide receiver Deion along with the 98 overall cornerback Deion. Who knows? This is a very rare egg, a 268k value, 44k candy. You never know. I would hold on to this egg. It doesn't have a lot of upside. It doesn't have a drop off. Like if it's just GG2 Deion, yes, you're probably going to end up losing like 50 to 75k on the egg. I just don't think it's worth selling because we could be seeing a 95 wide receiver Deion also involved within this egg. The heavy hitters up next, and we're going to start out with the egg that I have changed my theory. A complete 180. I am 99.9% sure this egg is going to be Cooper Kupp. Now, why, you may ask? Well, we're going to actually flash back to the Super Bowl egg. Kind of a similar pattern design to the egg. We're going to go to the top of the red egg. You're going to see, again, those circles around the egg with kind of the teal block, the teal bar, also revolving around the lines around the egg. You also notice the red kind of pinkish color. Now, if we go over to Cooper Kupp, we go over to the Cooper Kupp set, the Cooper Kupp card actually, you're going to see, again, the lines revolving around the 99 overall. You're kind of going to see a reddish, pinkish design. Not really a lot of blue on the Super Bowl MVP card art. I'm sorry to kind of disappoint you guys. There's also no candy in front of this egg. I hate telling you guys to discard a 62k, a 375k coin value egg. I hate doing this because, honestly, if we're being honest, I want you guys to keep all these eggs because I don't want to be the reason that you guys lose coins. Like, you discard this egg, ends up being a golden ticket, Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, I don't know, LeBron James, I don't know. But if this egg ends up being 99 overall Cooper Kupp, this egg will be discard value just like Tom Brady last year. And if training goes down to 2 per, well, it quick sells for 100k training. Cooper Kupp, 99 overall, is probably going to be around the 200,000 coin mark. And if that's the case, you're looking at about 175, maybe even 200k loss after tax, which just isn't good. I think this is the most boring egg. I hate to be the bummer, the bringer of bad news, but I think this is Cooper Kupp. Who knows? Keep this egg. I hope I'm wrong because I'm keeping every single one of my Cooper Kupp eggs just in hopes that maybe there's a little bit upside. They add maybe an Aaron Donald into the egg. I don't know. I really hope I'm wrong with this egg. I just think it's Cooper Kupp because of the rings. All right, it's nothing else. I hope it's Patrick Mahomes. I hope it's some other red team. The lines revolve. There's no, basically, the design of the egg has led us to what we think is in every single egg. So why would we just say, no, the lines don't mean anything, right? The lines clearly state that it is going to be a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, some type of along those lines. Super Bowl MVP lines, kind of, you get the joke. But Cooper Kupp 99 is my kind of 100% prediction. I kind of changed this late Sunday night. If you quick sell this egg, I don't blame you. Yeah, we're going to move on from here. Well, that Cooper Kupp egg is kind of sad and depressing. We're now going to get into the fun eggs, of course. There's no mystery revolving around the Reggie White egg. I'm going to call it the Reggie White egg because that's what it is. The Minister kind of outline, well, Minister is written on, and you're not going to be able to see it on your screen, but if you go on, if you have this egg, don't put your eyes close to the monitor. That's not good for your eyes, but you can see Minister is sketched into the white fence. Minister defense, Reggie White green, also for Eagles and Packers. Reggie White is the egg. There is candy in front of the egg, so you could be looking at a 99 overall Reggie White. I was going to say Dwayne Wade, Reggie White. You could also be looking at the 96 overall Team of the Week Reggie White involved with this egg. You also could just be looking at a 99 overall LTD Reggie White. Why I say LTD, kind of meaning the Marlon Humphrey, Isaiah Simmons, Derrick Henry, and Ricky Williams of Zero Chill, how they had that 250k LTD kind of tag on them. I think we could be looking at some LTD tags on the rest of these eggs. 99 overall LTD Reggie White is my prediction. And I'll say, I know the egg is only quick sales for 375k, and you might think Reggie White is going to go for 250, 300, but you got to understand, we go back to Zero Chill. The LTDs, although they were much more rare than these cards, they went upwards for 600k, a million coins. Reggie White in the beginning is probably going to be going for 300,000 coins, 280, 295. But if you wait, if you really invest into these eggs, they're easily going to return the value of 375k. Hold on to this egg, and let's hope Reggie White has very, very good speed. The next egg we're going to be talking about is the Barry egg. There's two real theories with this Barry Sanders and Eric Berry, but I'm going to tell you, I just think it's Barry Sanders. Why? The blue. The eggs, the colors of the eggs have to do with the player of some sort. Eric Berry only played for the Kansas City Chiefs and my Kansas City Chiefs. I think the egg would be red if that was the case. 99 overall LTD Barry Sanders is my prediction, but I will say I'm going to throw in the 94 overall, or I'm going to say it's either the 94 or the 97 overall Barry Sanders is probably going to be thrown in just because of the candy in front of the egg. Although I guess it does, it's kind of just the raspberries to the blueberries, but candy is also there, so it could be multiple cards, but that's going to be my prediction. I don't think, again, like Reggie White, it's definitely worth keeping this egg. If you just invest in it, hold the Barry Sanders for probably a few days, maybe a week. It's easily going to return, I think, that 375k value. You could be looking at a lot more if we get that 97 overall Barry Sanders and the 94 overall Barry Sanders involved with this egg. And for the last and final egg, I saved the best for last. The egg with the most conspiracy, the most, I'd say, I don't really know. I don't know the word, but argument amongst the Madden community. Some people think it's Cooper Kupp because of the Triple Crown. Some people think it's Derrick Henry because of the crown. I don't think it's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is not my king, all right? That guy falls in the... I'm not going to get into that. The other theory, Patrick Mahomes, Chiefs Kingdom. He is long overdue for a card, red and yellow also being the egg. And then the other theory being Jerry Rice, the first Triple Crown winner, the crown, the red, the gold, Niners. Well, first off, you're going to want to keep this egg. The possibility of this being a golden ticket dev card, maybe, and that would be insane value. I think it's basically going to at least get an LTD or better, so 250k I think is the minimum, of course. That is easily going to hit like 350, 400k if you hold it for a week. Now comes down to a new theory. Now, I'm not talking about LeBron, although I might leave something at the end for LeBron James, but the new theory on this egg is possibly, and I know we just got a tight end, Tony Gonzalez. Now, we talked about this a little bit on stream tonight, but the crown, Tony Gonzalez technically won the tight end Triple Crown, yards, receptions, and TDs in, I think it was 2003, so the crown could relate to that. Tony Gonzalez, also Chiefs Kingdom, crown, king. The other thing, red and yellow egg, red and yellow, Chiefs colors, also red for the Falcons. And the other kind of added dimension to the Tony Gonzalez theory, conspiracy. He was involved heavily with the MCS kind of program, or MCS, just Madden Championship Series, the competitive kind of format for Madden, the entire year. We saw Peyton Manning and Ray Lewis also involved with the MCS series. They both got cards, headliner cards, in programs being Most Feared and Zero Chill. Tony Gonzalez was actually the person who delivered the MCS belt to Henry, the real King Henry, when he won. I think it was the MCS, it's called the Bull. I think MCS Bull. I don't want to get that wrong, but he actually delivered the belt to him in person, live on stream. And I just have a hard time thinking they're going to pay all that money for Tony Gonzalez to kind of give, let's say, a voiceover for like a hype intro, and they're going to pay all this money for him to just deliver the belt. I can't see it where he's just not in Madden 22. I just can't. And what would be a perfect opportunity for him to be put into Madden? Well, it's an egg with the most mystery. Not a lot of people are thinking of this as a theory, especially because we just got Kyle Pitts, although we only have 198 overall tight end in this program. I don't want to say Tony Gonzalez is my prediction because it's a little bit out there. If I had to guess, I'd say Patrick Mahomes, only because the Chiefs red and the Chiefs yellow is a lot more like the egg, whereas the Jerry Rice Niners red and yellow is a little more darker, and like the gold and the red is a little bit of a darker shade of those colors. Derrick Henry, I think, is out of the equation because we got a golden ticket quarterback. Derrick Henry kind of confirmed, and we actually had a dev or the email sent back to one of the people who wanted to make a Saquon Barkley egg, and they were, or a Saquon Barkley golden ticket, and they basically said, hey, Saquon Barkley is getting a card in the near future. You can't make that golden ticket, where the Derrick Henry person has already submitted and it's been accepted. So I have a hard time thinking we're going to get 2 Derrick Henry quarterback golden tickets, being a dev and just a community one. So Derrick Henry, and also the other thing, Derrick Henry being the Titans, I think the egg would be blue if it was Derrick Henry. I think it'd be pretty obvious. So he's kind of been eliminated. Cooper Kupp, I think, has been eliminated just because I think he's in that other egg. So really, it's kind of a big 3 between Jerry Rice, Patrick Mahomes, and Tony Gonzalez. I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes, but, I mean, should I change it live for this video? I don't know, man. I think Tony Gonzalez, to me, actually, now that I think about it, truly makes the most sense. But I'm going to go with my heart. All right, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes, my favorite player in the NFL, the best player in the NFL, in my opinion. But that's going to be my prediction, of course. If you want to quick sell this egg, go ahead. Patrick Mahomes probably be the worst in terms of value back for the egg. Tony Gonzalez, Jerry Rice being the best, Tony Gonzalez the second best, and then Patrick Mahomes. But that's going to be all for these eggs. I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of talked about it. I think the commentary for this video, I think, was actually pretty good from my end. But if you have any questions, you have any extra theories, hey, maybe you have some new theories. Friday night, Saturday night, we got eggs. Sunday morning hatching. I'm going to have a special stream opening up all my eggs Sunday afternoon live on Twitch at Joe Bruin. You guys know that. I'm going to have, trust me, I'm going to have a bunch of more videos kind of today. I might have one more video later today, and then I'll have at least 2 videos on Saturday leading up to the Eastern market crash. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment if you have any questions. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new, of course. And until next time, peace.